I'm Bill at Highland Hill Farm, and this is Landon from Sparks Industries. And today he's going to tell you about Biochar, a new product that they have. At Highland Hill Farm, we don't currently buy Biochar, but we're thinking about buying some to use it, and we're going to be making some videos on how it reacts to the soil when we use it in the soil and how well it does for us. And Brandon, go ahead, tell us about your 2 grades of biochar.
Yeah, absolutely. So we primarily Sparks Industries. We started off with topsoil. We grew into the mulch and compost. Recently, we're getting into biochar because we have an excess of logs. So this is a really great way to reduce the logs that you would have by about 90%. So these are 2 biochars. They're the same product, just refined to a different coarseness. So this would be our coarse material. So we take the raw material and pyrolysis is what the process is called. So we have it in essentially it's a 40-yard container with a blower on one side of the machine. It's powered by a diesel motor, and that's just the blower part. We take the logs, put it in the container, and the curtain actually eliminates all the oxygen while the logs are burning. And if you were to have a fire pit or if you were camping, you would reduce that wood into complete ash. So you would burn the wood in the fire, it would turn into ash. So what we do is we stop that process before the wood can actually turn to ash. And that's what biochar is. The best way to describe this is it's an amendment for your soil, but it's a sponge. So when we remove all the nutrients and water in the wood, it creates this type of charcoaly matrix. And so it's a honeycomb matrix, and what it does is it holds 9 times its weight in water. That's good for your soil because you would amend it one time, and when it rains, it would soak up all that water right into the root zone, and it would slowly release it back into the roots, along with nutrients as well. So the primary source and the primary ingredients in this are whatever you would make out of it, actually. So you would charge this with a compost, a liquid fertilizer. You can charge this with pretty much anything, and it will soak it all up just like a sponge, and it'll slowly release wherever you're amending it to. So,
okay, now what is the telephone number for Sparks Industries?
Yeah, it's 215-345-4481.
Okay, and if you can stop in at Highland Hill Farm and see how it's working for us, because we're going to be starting to use it to test it out. And we're located on Route 313 in Fountainville in Bucks County. And so we hope to have you come and see how well the biochar works for us, so that maybe you might be able to use it as well. My phone number is 215-651-8329. This is Bill at Highland Hill Farm. We're at 5275 Swamp Road, Doylestown.